Welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm Dee,
I'm E.
and today we're going to be talking to you guys about a pop icon and her secret. Well, I don't know if they're really her secrets because she could just be telling us whatever she thinks we want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who knows? It's her story, so we just gonna run with it because the girl been through enough. Okay, so I'm talking about Britney Spears. She is going to have her book turned into an audiobook, which is going to be co-narrated by her and a mystery star. Don't worry, we'll tell you who the mystery star is. So, according to People, Michelle Williams will narrate Britney Spears' memoir, The Woman in Me. I Stand with Britney. The five-time Oscar-nominated actress will narrate the audio edition of The Woman in Me, Spears' upcoming memoir. People can exclusively confirm. The pop icon will record an introduction to the audiobook, while Williams will lend her voice to the rest. The book has been a labor of love and all the emotions that come with it, Spears said in a statement shared with People. Reliving everything has been exciting, heart-wrenching, and emotional, to say the least. Whew. For those reasons, I will only be reading a small part of my audiobook. Spears adds, I am so grateful to the amazing Michelle Williams for reading the rest of it. I stand with Britney, Williams says in a statement of her support for the Grammy-winning singer. This is the Fableman star's first audiobook. Spears will release her much-anticipated memoir on October 24th through Gallery Books and imprint of Simon & Schuster, promising to reveal for the first time her incredible journey and strength at the core of one of the greatest performers in pop music history, according to the press release from Gallery Books. So, the Toxic Singer's memoir illuminates the enduring power of music and love and the importance of a woman telling her own story on her own terms. The audiobook will be published simultaneously with the other editions of The Woman in Me, now available for pre-order on October 24th. So, about the book, or a little bit about the book, The Woman in Me is a brave and astonishingly moving story about freedom, fame, motherhood, survival, faith, and hope. Wow. I might want to read this one.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I hope it's not a hot mess because, as you were introducing it, well, Britney is not okay. I don't care what anybody says. Free Britney, go Britney, whatever y'all chanting. She needs help. You guys should know because she was over there dancing with knives, okay? Doing her little
Dang. You put it
stuff.
like that.
She is not okay. So,
Yeah.
she probably has like ghostwriters and stuff. So it shouldn't be too bad. But again, she's going to reveal too much and then we're going to be like, damn, poor Britney. 13 years in a conservatorship and she was really going through it. And we were all just watching and not doing anything about it.
So, I mean, there's only so much, you as a fan can do. Although it is thanks to her fans that the whole Free Britney movement happened,
Mhm.
and she got a lot more press and attention for her cases in regards to her removing her father from her conservatorship and just getting the conservatorship over to begin with. So, to some extent, yes, at least, people were able to help. Her fans were able to help. But it took 13 years, and that is quite a long time. Quite a long time in which she was not heard. I can understand her wanting her voice to finally come out, and hopefully I think maybe it'll help her heal a little bit, kind of just releasing all of that, letting that go. Because I mean, it can't be easy. And I really hope that the press tour that she's going to do, because I imagine she's going to do a press tour for it, isn't so stressful. Because, journalists haven't always been very kind to her in the past. So, um, I really would like for her to just finally have some peace. I think she deserves that. Her sometimes strange behavior on social media can be alarming, but I mean, she hasn't had the right people in her life. She hasn't had the right sort of support system. I want to see all them hoes that were at her wedding just like hitting her up or going to visit her house that looks like it's from the 2000s and just saying like, hey, Brittany girl, we don't need to
Take
do
down
this.
your Christmas tree. We see it in the background.
take down your Christmas tree, your dogs, put on a t-shirt and some like big girl, shorts. Because the micros it's tiring.
Them big girl draws that she's wearing.
I don't want to see your stomach anymore. Um, Also, I don't want to see you pretending to strip or on a pole. I don't care for the knives. Yeah, so Selena,
Leave
Madonna,
Barnum and
Paris,
Bailey to do their thing.
Drew Barrymore, all of y'all hoes that was at her wedding, please go to her house.
Why they gotta be hoes?
Right now, that's what they are. And how are you a real friend and you letting this woman do this stuff in public on
Mhm.
social media? No, her husband or ex-husband, soon to be ex-husband, whatever. He clearly wasn't ish, and he clearly wasn't looking out for her best interest. And she's already had enough of that in her life. She should have like friends that are at the very least caring enough to be like, girl,
I
stay off
know.
social media for a couple days. Let's, maybe not do these twirling dancing videos. How about maybe if you want to dance, go to like a studio, do choreo with people, get them hyped. Like have
Updated choreo.
like updated choreo where you're actually dancing, not just twirling and moving the little hips that you have. Like, let's get it together, please. You are, going to need lots of help, I think, to go into the right direction. But like, why does she not have people in her life right now? Now that she's finally free, why does she not have the right people in her life helping her? Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. But I think the memoir, Unrelated, is going to discuss her relationship with JT. Like her.
Oh my god.
So I am excited
Oh,
for you to read that and tell me about it.
I
Because
would.
I mean, if for those who don't know, we know Cry Me a River, the song, how Britney was villainized afterwards for cheating
Yeah,
on cheating allegedly on
allegedly.
Justin. So, like Dee said, she hasn't been treated well by the media. We
Mhm.
saw her kind of unravel after that because she
Yeah.
started having babies. We know the whole Kevin Federline
Mhm.
of it all. If you guys haven't seen our video of Britney's rise and fall, please go check it out because it's a very thorough video of all her life and all that she's been through. So, we're really sympathetic, empathetic of all the things that she's been through. But it's going to be very interesting to hear her side of the story for, certain things.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, look, she talked about JT. I'm here for it. Because F that man. F that man. I can't stand him. And
Why?
everything he put her through. Like, just because he was butthurt. Get over it. Like, no, I can't.
Mhm.
Like obviously, they were young. Like they were kids back in those days. Like, and I feel that maybe it's because so much has changed in the last few years, especially like since the pandemic. But I feel like when you're in your early 20s, you're still a kid. Like you're not an adult. You're not a full-fledged adult.
Mhm.
It's like you're still finding yourself. Your frontal lobe hasn't fully developed. Like there's still so much going on in the world that, you're not aware of. I feel like for us, of course, because we're minorities, we're double minorities, right? We're women, we're Hispanic, Latinas. It was like we had to grow up. We had to become adults at a young age. But even at that, I feel like I didn't fully understand the world or like feel like I was fully like a full on adult until we like traveled overseas for the first time. Like that was life changing for me because I literally was away from home. Like I'd traveled to like, this part of the world before, when we'd gone to like Bahamas and done other stuff like that, but I'd never gone overseas. And at that point, it was like what? I was 20 something, 26, 27, I want to say. Like it wasn't until then, not when I was 20, 21. No, it was like in my mid to late 20s that I started to kind of feel like, oh, like this is what it is to be an adult. So going back to like Britney and that age and time frame with her and JT, it's like the way she was vilified, the way that he completely dragged and demolished her with that lookalike in Crimea River. It was disastrous. And the girl clearly had, probably already some issues to begin with. And, it wasn't long before she ended up getting with Federline, who was like just a freaking, I don't know, what do you call it? A leech. He was a freaking leech. He's just a bloodsucker.
Yeah, bloodsucker, you little piranha, you little slimy eel, you you
Dang.
you one of those like you know where the Titanic is and all those creepy creatures are? That's who
Ooh,
you are.
trash.
You probably friends with Tristan.
Dang.
Both of y'all.
so,
There's
she
special
has,
places for them. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna talk.
and throw in her soon to be ex-husband. So it's like, to me, she's had terrible luck, obviously, in her love life. Not just like her personal life with conservatorship and everything that happened, but also her love life. And, maybe this was like a cathartic thing for her, writing this book, getting this out there. And I hope it really is, because she deserves some happiness and she deserves some peace. I think JT should have apologized. I'm hoping that she says he did, because if she does not say that he apologized, then this mofo owes her an apology, just like he owes one to Janet.
But I think I think I read somewhere that in 2020 or 2021 he said he apologized. I don't think it was to Britney, but it was more to the atmosphere where he was saying, that he should have spoken up about certain things and, as a man of blah blah blah. I don't even know. But I felt like it was probably for Britney. She just got out of that conservatorship.
I think
So
it was about Janet.
Janet Jackson? I thought it was about Britney.
Oh, you know what? Maybe because people been waiting on him, to apologize for the whole Janet thing too.
Well, why is he apologizing to Janet? I thought that was like an
He
error.
threw her under the bus.
What did he say?
Apparently, like shortly after, it was all like made it seem like it was all her, like she did it or whatever, and like he didn't like stand
I thought
up
it
for
was
her.
a wardrobe malfunction.
That's what we all thought. But like, I don't know, he kind of, I guess somebody may have said some things like kind of made it seem like it wasn't, and he
Mhm.
just kind of didn't even like defend her. Like, she was vilified too. She was like literally like dragged forever and a day after that whole thing. And
I saw something on social media where it was Justin as a kid
uh-huh,
and they were in his room. I don't know if it was like the beginning of NSYNC or maybe Mickey Mouse Club or something.
uh-huh.
And they were in his room and he's like, "Oh, and look at this." So we look and it's like a Janet Jackson poster. He's like, "Oh, Janet Jackson, I love her. She got to be here." So I thought I should have sent it to you.
Oh
I
my
thought that was
gosh. Look,
um,
JT clearly.
it says in a lengthy Instagram post in February, this is February 2021,
Okay.
Timberlake issued an apology to both Janet and Britney Spears, saying he's sorry for moments in the past where I spoke out of turn and did not speak up for what was right.
Say it to their face.
Say it with your chest.
And it's like, okay, again, they were kids.
Yeah.
So in that regard, I can understand where he was also making his missteps and all that. I get that. But it's just sad, I think, overall, like everything Britney's gone through, and I feel like this memoir, it's gonna be even sadder, honestly. Like,
He also said in that post, I understand that I fell short in these moments and in many others that benefited from a system that condones misogyny and racism, the singer told his followers. I specifically want to apologize to Britney Spears and Janet Jackson both individually because I care for and respect these women and I know I failed.
say it to their face.
Oh my God. Well, he should.
Yeah, no, and
But
that's
Brittany, put
yeah.
away the knives before he apologizes. We don't need another incident, please.
Just meet her outside, like.
We're done here, guys. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please let us know what you think in the comments. What do you want to see in this memoir? Oh, by the
Oh,
way, Michelle Williams, was she a good person to like read? You know,
To
every time I think of, to narrate, I always think about her and Dawson's Creek, and I've never liked her since. I know this is my little bias.
what's her name? I think Jen.
Jen, I don't know, but I know she came and just ruined everything.
I didn't like her either. Okay, so my rational feelings about her, and I emphasize irrational, is that she wasn't with Heath Ledger when he died, and like I didn't like her for that. I know, irrational, like I said.
Again, we're done. So please share our video. We're trying to grow our community, so your friends could be our friends, and we can all be friends. Subscribe, be part of the tribe. We want you here. We also have a social media, which Dee will tell you about.
So we are on Instagram and TikTok at Hear Me Out DNE. So make sure you guys follow, like, share, comment. We definitely enjoy interacting with you guys. And, you know, we hope that like you are able to also see that we're having fun here. And, you know, it's like we're crazy, but like
Informative.
and informative. We're like not trying to be malicious, except to Tristan because he's trash. But that's it.
We're done. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.